Hi, so it is baking warm again out at the coast, but it's beautiful. We have a great breeze. Pardon all the noise in the background. Noisy neighborhood. New deck, New Era Elements Tarot by Eleanor F. Piper, PhD. I thought I'd give it a whirl. It's kind of a sepia toned tarot. Nice thick cardstock. Sometimes the cardstock, if it's too cheap, if you get to shuffling, the images can start to peel, especially the way I shuffle. And this is for more of a modern-based artwork deck. So I really liked it, and I thought, why not? And because I wasn't real thrilled with my reading on Trump's assets being froze, I think that they absolutely will be, because you can't do what he's doing with what I see of a new government coming in, a new kind of government, and not have that happen. So don't trip about that. And I'm sure many of you are not, except for the people that believe in this twerp. Anyhow, enough with that. So I'm going to look, has its little booklet, as you can see, little unboxing combination tarot reading, which I haven't read, but I'll get to it. I do like to read the little booklets that come with the decks. So I'm going to put this on pause because I'm going to shuffle and I have to film one-handed. So pardon the bumps, shakes, and whatnot. Okay, let's just hope that my phone doesn't get too hot and shut down. It's getting warm. So I've shuffled the deck and I'm looking at prison. And the question is, does he go to prison? Donald Trump. So we're going to freeform it by reading in pairs. Oh, look. Well, we could try this. It's an elemental spread. But maybe for another day on this one, actually. I might do it later. On this one, I want to do my thing. I'm going to read in pairs. So, Father of Earth. Well, I often get the King of Pentacles, and that's the other alternate to this card. And as you notice in this deck, it shows a mature man, so that you know it is in the king adult bracket of age group. And I feel like that's him, Mr. Greedy Pants, McGreedy Pants. And we have the 8 of Swords. This looks like, this has got some different symbols on it, so it's kind of interesting. And I'm sorry if my camera work isn't the greatest, but I'm trying to see it in a glare of sunlight, so you know how that goes. Anyway, we have the 8 of Swords. I'm saying that because I'm seeing birds and I'm feeling like this could be air. I might have to look it up with this deck, but I believe that's the sign at the bottom for air. And it's called interference. Okay. He certainly has interfered with our legal system, restructuring it to try and insulate himself. Look here, deception. And look at that. It's a great big fat bird sitting in the nest, pretending to be a baby so it can be fed the benefit of the work of the other adult bird. That isn't him. Boy, this deck knows him. And judgment. I'm going to say yes. There's judgment. He's not going to get away with this blatant deception. He has judgment. I'm sorry. And when I see that come in, that again, remember, it's a major arcana card, so it's bigger energy. It's bigger energy than just your common day-to-day mundane energy, which is more of the minor arcana, okay? And it doesn't mean that that can't be powerful, but this is big guns powerful. This is big energy that he has to answer to. It's a collective. So the law and the universe are working in sync. They don't always, as we know. But it looks to me like this is showing, yeah, that's working in sync, and he's not going to get away with this blatant deception. Okay? We're going to pull two more. The Sun, yes, that is a yes card, and failure. It shows that he's failed. I do not believe, let's just line them up so that we can also read them vertically. His interference will fail if we also read this vertically, and we're putting the light, his crimes come to light also in this vertical reading. Mother of Water. I feel like there's a woman or a womanly energy. There's also a lot of emotion connected to the deception, the blatant outright disgust that most of us have in his deception of us. And it's just bold. This is just in your face. They don't care. They don't even try to hide it. So there's a lot of emotion connected to that. I also think this is showing a mature feminine energy that's going to hold him account. And I think women, by and large, vote-wise, are going to be especially powerful in holding him to account. And judgment goes in with conflict. And I don't know if you can, how well you can see it, but this is a fighter plane that is dropping bombs on a target. And it's indicative of combat. It's the 5 of, I think, probably airplane. So, yes. He has brought just way too much deceit, bold-faced conflict. He's not going to get away with it. And I also believe judgment comes in because he's involved hostile governments, the likes of Russia and Saudi Arabia. They are hostile to America. I mean, Saudi Arabia, that's where the people that bombed us during 9/11, I believe, were financed and part of that community. So there you have that. Okay, Mickey, have a good day at work. Don't put up with any crap. All right, now we're going to carry on to the third line, okay? Repletion. All right, this is the 10. And I believe probably because we're showing water, probably the 10 of water. I'm just going to call it water. There's also a tremendous sense of satiation, I feel like, in exposing him and him getting what he deserves at the end of the day. I know sorry, folks. I know we'll be all saying, you know, this guy deserves what he gets and more. Son of Earth. Well, this could be a younger individual in age-wise comparative to him that, I don't know if it's Kushner, but I think so. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there because Kushner ran interference for him. And I tend to feel gut level instinct that he could face prison time as well, especially with his handling of Khashoggi and the Middle East, information that he was giving them. And I believe that his wife's business and stuff, they were getting loans from them. Daughter of Earth. When we look down this way vertically, so I'm feeling like young women and older women, particularly, I think in government and in society, are going to be very active with regard that he end up in prison, just not having it. I believe that also the women working these cases and involved in it going to make damn sure that he gets what's coming to him. He has to be made example of. And so when we look at judgment vertically, we look at judgment, we get conflict, and we get Ace of Earth. There's money involved in a lot of the conflict. We're talking on a larger scale. We're talking international, that he has enabled Russia to be able to have leverage over our own country. So I believe there's going to be more proof coming out about that. He will definitely, I feel like, be looking at federal penitentiary incarceration. It's showing me first line, if we were just to go with that, what he's done is just too much to not face judgment. And judgment will come for him from both spirit and society. We're shown that here with the sun, failure, mother of water, and conflict. He's just gone too far. He's just gone way, way, way too far. He's not smart enough to get himself out of this trouble. He never has been. So I think when the you-know-what hits the fan, I think he's going to find himself for maybe the first time in his life without the help that he needs to get out of that trouble. Again, sorry about the camera work. Trying to film one-handed in the glare of sunlight. I feel like, okay, this last line really is coming through for me. And I feel that what I'm being shown here is there's a great deal of satisfaction based especially on younger men and women. And I'm feeling like these are younger people or new efforts on their part to make sure that a new government, a new era is in place. So I'm getting that message. Oopsies. Again. Sorry. I feel like people working in various levels of government and in society just aren't going to have it any other way. So yes, it's a new way of life for Donald too, called in prison, called being held to account. A very new era. So there you go. All right? And I'm going to stop there before my phone gets too hot.